Hi, my name is Todd Schaefer, and I would like to speak with you about digital storytelling. Digital storytelling is something that I would like to use in my modern U.S. history class as a transformative way to use technology in the classroom. The hope would be by using digital storytelling, by having students tell their own family stories and relate it to the modern U.S. history curriculum, they would first of all be more engaged and see the curriculum as being more relevant to them. And secondly, that they would increase their digital literacy. So I'm using a variety of different apps and digital media to create this video today. The app I'm using right now is on my iPad. It's called Explain Everything. And the first step in my project would be for the teacher to introduce the concept of video storytelling to the students, to explain to them what digital storytelling is, what it is not, and to perhaps share an example of a digital story with the class. The next step would be for students to actually come up with an idea that a family story that they wanted to share and use to tell a digital story, a story from their family's past, perhaps from their own personal history. Also, it could be a story from a neighbor or a close family friend. And the teacher and the student would collaborate via a Google Doc, kind of message each other back and forth, to have the student write a paragraph explaining what the story was about, just a blurb about it, and then how that relates to the U.S. history modern curriculum from World War II to about modern era. That's what I'm looking for. And then have the teacher comment back to give some ideas and things like that. Again, we'd want to do this all via collaborative document, which would allow them the opportunity to, collaborate, which is great for kids, and do it all digitally. This video segment was created using iMovie and MyCreate. Students now work together and mentor one another in the use of different movie making products. The teacher is present in case help is needed.
This portion of the video has been created using PowerPoint. I've created different slides and put images in them, set the slide settings to go by at a certain rate, and then converted them to a video. I've also inserted audio recorded with Audacity and then converted into MP3 files, which were easily inserted into the PowerPoint. What happens next in the project is that students, no matter what type of resource they use to tell their digital story, that is ultimately converted over into a video file. Whether they use their iPad or a computer, the digital story is converted to a video and then uploaded to YouTube. A QR code that links to the YouTube video of the digital story and a picture of the student are placed together outside the classroom. By posting the QR code in the hall, visitors, other students, other faculty, administrators are able to use their smartphone or iPad to scan the QR code. They're taken to the student's story, which is now digitized and on YouTube, and they're able to hear their family story and how it relates to the U.S. History 11 content.
To conclude the video, I'd like to talk about what caused this. What was I thinking? I've taught history a number of years, and I've always been a pretty good storyteller. I was always able to keep my students engaged with the lesson. That changed about 2.5 years ago when we adopted a one-to-one iPad model. All of a sudden, even the more studious young people in my class were distracted. I was faced with a choice: change, do nothing, talk to myself, or ban the iPad. Though some of my colleagues chose the latter, I chose to change. When I began to embrace technology, I had another shock. When it came right down to it, the digital natives in my classroom didn't know any more about technology than I did. In some cases, they knew even less. In essence, that's how I got into this master's program, to learn how to change my craft and incorporate more technology into my classroom. By using the iPad effectively in my classroom, I could engage kids and teach them about history and how to use technology for more than games of social media. Ultimately, I view this digital storytelling project as the completion of the first leg of my journey. I plan to keep moving forward and continue to change so that I can meet the needs of my students in my class. Will I completely change everything I do in the classroom? Of course not. But by keeping what works best and by pushing the envelope on my own practice, I can transform the way I teach and continue to meet my students' needs. Thank you for watching. And in case you're wondering, the last segment of my video is created using an app called Telegami. I decided I'd go a little silly in facial expression and background. That's for my children, Bowen and Emma. They think this is great. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.